Logan, why? Chrissy!
Hello, this is Reverend Don Lewis coming to you from the 22nd Annual St. Louis Pagan Picnic. And today we're going to talk with some fascinating people.
I'm Charlene. I'm Program Co-ordinator for St. Louis Pagan Picnic. I've been working with the picnic for about 12 years now, I guess. And this will be my last year in this official capacity, but I'll probably be back to then next year. Just we're adding another addition to the family, so I need to take a little break.
And how long has the picnic been going now?
This is its 22nd year, so it has been going gangbusters, and just keeps getting bigger and better.
And what do you feel is the thing that people most like about this event?
I think the sense of community. Everybody seems to come out. We have the local community come out, the Tower Grove area. They always come out and support us. Not to mention we have pagans from across the area that come out and see us every year, despite the weather sometimes. But it's a nice sense of camaraderie and community, and you get the feeling that if you're not quite sure if you belong, you'll find some place that you belong here. So it's always nice.
And in the years that you have been doing this, what is your fondest memory?
I think my fondest memory has to be just meeting all of the new people. There's so many faces that I look forward to seeing every year that I don't necessarily see on a regular basis, but I know they're going to be here. And so I'll just be walking up and down the vendor row, and somebody will be like, "Hey, Charlene," and I'll get a hug, or, you know, "How's it been?" And we'll just catch up for a few minutes. And I think that's really my fondest memories of picnic.
And what is the worst disaster that ever happened?
I think the worst disaster I was ever a part of here at Picnic was, of course, we're in the middle of summer and we get a lot of thunderstorms in this area, and we were getting ready to shut down for the night on a Saturday, and we had this big thunderstorm roll through, and it tore up several trees in the park, and some of the vendors lost a little bit of their merchandise that year because it came in fast and furious, and they didn't have time to like batten down the hatches. So
I think I remember that year.
Yeah, that was fun. But we survived, and they got their stuff back together, and we got them back up and running the next day. And it was a nice mild day the next day, kind of like today. So that's awesome.
Well, you know, no matter what happens, it always seems like the staff at the picnic pull everything together. Mm-hmm. And how is it that the staff works so well? Communication,
I think, is the key. If we can't communicate with each other, then nobody knows what's going on, and then things are just gonna break down. But, you know, if I need something, I just have to holler over to one of my comrades, and they're like, "Okay, we got this." And we pull together and we get it done. So I think that's our biggest asset.
So if Joe Pagan watching this wanted to do an event of their own, what would you warn them about, good or bad?
For the good, it brings a lot of people together. But for the bad, sometimes you get egos involved. And so sometimes that can be a real challenge. If you can get past the egos, then you have a really good shot of making a lasting event.
And lastly, you're also involved in Witch School.
I am.
Would you like to say a few words about that?
Sure. Right now I'm working as the academic advisor for Witch School. So I'm kind of over the academic studies and, you know, getting new classes implemented, and which can be a lengthy process because you have to have people submit stuff and go through it and review it and make sure that it's up to quality, get it edited, and then put it up. Also, I work with the mentors, which I think is a real benefit of our system because, you know, you don't have to come in and be afraid you're going to screw something up. You have somebody there to kind of back you up and kind of walk with you through the process and kind of give you an idea of what to expect. They're not going to do everything for you, but they're there as a guide, and I think that is truly an asset of Witch School. So those are my main capacities. Right. Wonderful.
Thank you very much, and you have a lovely day.
You too.
Hi, I'm Mickie Mueller, and we're here at St. Louis Pagan Picnic 2014.
And how long have you been coming to the picnic?
Oh my goodness, probably about 18 years at least. I can't even count, it's been a long time.
And it must be a good event that brings you back for 18 years.
Absolutely. We love the energy here, we love the people. It's a great community here in St. Louis.
We've been coming about 10 years, I think. Well, no, more like 14 years, and yeah, we completely agree. What would you tell someone who'd never been to the picnic about why they should come?
Oh, well, okay. The first thing I tell people who have never been, I tell them it's great fun to watch the people. There's great music, there's great vending, there's great food. But what always happens is the people will come for that, and I tell them something like, and there's belly dancing, because the entertainment here is fantastic. Once they come out, everybody that I've ever introduced to Pagan Picnic, whether they're pagan or not, they come out and they have so much fun they come back every single year after that. The truth is, it's our community that's so fun and inviting, because people here welcome everybody. They don't care who you are, they don't care what your spiritual path is, they're welcoming and inviting, and just good people to hang out with. You always will meet someone new, and you'll get to learn something new as well. So, very cool experience. I think it's been for everybody new that I've ever introduced to picnic.
So what new things are you working on?
Well, I just finished up Mystical Cats Tarot. That's my latest project that's out, and having lots of fun with all those cats. Definitely. Right now, I'm kind of on a healing thing. I've got a little tendonitis in my arm, and then a bit of a frozen shoulder. But I'm working on healing this up, and I'm practicing working with my left hand more. I've decided this is going to be my new thing. So my next piece that I'm going to be doing is Hecate, and she has agreed to allow me to do a portrait of her, and I'm going to be drawing part of that portrait with my right hand, all the good detail stuff, and then a lot of the other parts I'm going to be working with my left hand, and she's going to kind of see me through this, because it's a way that I feel that I can kind of give this arm a little rest and still be able to pursue my passions, because let's face it, I can't stop drawing.
Now your booth is full of your work.
Yeah.
And would you like to talk about some of the different things that people can get out of your booth?
Absolutely. We actually have our own workshop at my house, and my husband heads that up. I do all the pretty pictures, and he makes all the products. We have a big fancy printer that runs dye through the printer, and we print these items out, and he presses them on all kinds of items. So we make everything in our booth, aside from the 2 decks that I've published with Llewellyn. Everything else we make ourselves right there in our workshop and studio. So we have wall sconces, we have coffee mugs, we've got jewelry, several different kinds of jewelry. We have spell cuffs that I came up with this year. They're aluminum spell cuffs with magical symbols on them, and each one comes with a spell.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, they're really fun. I love them. We were very excited. My husband Dan comes to me with all these new ideas. Look at this great thing I found that we can make, and then I get my brain whirling on how we can make that work. So yeah, cool. We've had a lot of fun coming up with all the new things. One of the latest things we have, the spell cuffs are new, and we have some really pretty slates. They're stone slates that he's able to press my artwork onto, and they're neat. They're actually, we take photos of them and put them on our Etsy store, but they actually are so much better in person.
So if people would like to learn more about you and see some of your work, where would you send them?
If you go to MickieMuellerArt.com, that will tell you all about my art, and it links to all my decks and all my Etsy stores and everything else. So that's a good hub where you can go. And I've even got a tutorial that walks you through my process of creating my art. I actually put magical herbs into my watercolors when I do my artwork. So when you get art from me, it's not just, I didn't just draw you a pretty picture, I filled it with magic as well. So
that's wonderful.
Be careful, because all that magic will come into your life if you own it too. Because I do it with the intention that while the original artwork is filled with magic, that also will transfer over into everything else that we make, whether it's a print or a wall sconce or a piece of jewelry. That magical intention flows through the web concept to all of the other items that are out there.
Wonderful. Thank you, and you have a wonderful weekend there at the picnic.
Thank you, you too. Blessed be everyone. So this is one of our magical spell cuffs. These are really neat cuffs. And what we've done is I've put magical symbols on them, and then this particular one is a Thor's hammer. I have several different designs, but it's got the runes around the outside of it with a special spell message on it. This one says, "Hail Thor, god of lightning, grant me courage and power, health, wealth, kinship, and safety by your mighty valor." So when you wear this spell cuff, you're not only getting a beautiful piece of jewelry to wear, but you also have a spell that you get to carry with you all the time that you're wearing it.
Very good, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Tara Masery Miller, and we're at the Pagan Picnic in St. Louis, Missouri.
Very good. And I see you have a book with you.
Yes, it's called Rooted in the Body, Seeking the Soul, Magicians with Disabilities, Addiction, or Illness.
And tell us about your book.
It's about people who want to feel like they're not alone with other people who have these disabilities, and for professionals or people who run circles to understand more about people with disabilities, illness, or addiction.
Very good. And are you finding that a lot of people are using the book yet?
Yes, I've gotten very good feedback. Some people say it has changed their lives when they find an article that suits them. It's an anthology written by people from around the world, England, Canada, and here in the U.S. And you can find it at Amazon.com or Manion Press, AMMANION_press.com.
Very cool. And how often have you come to the picnic?
Oh, this is probably my 4th time.
And do you continue to enjoy it?
I do. There's so many crafts and great people you get to meet.
Wonderful. And if people come next year, will they find you here?
I hope so.
Very good. And thank you very much, and you have a wonderful day.
You too.
All right, I'm Brittany. That's just me.
And you're just here at the picnic.
I'm here at the picnic enjoying all the shops and the very loud music, which is good anyway. And I come as many times as I can a year, hopefully every year. So.
What do you like about the picnic most?
Ooh, I really love all the vendors. All the stuff is so cool to look at. There's just so much stuff, you know, and most of it's all handmade, which is really impressive. Like, some of these people have real good talent, and it's just amazing to look at all of it and just think somebody actually handcrafted this for this fair. And it just blows my mind, really, because I can't really make all that stuff, so I just love looking at that. I think that's my favorite, and it's definitely the best just to look at all the stuff that people have made. Like, it's magical, all the stuff, because they put their heart and soul into this and they create magic.
Wonderful.
Yep.
Well, it's very nice to stop and talk to you today.
Yes, thank you, yeah.
I hope you enjoyed that, and join us for more from the St. Louis Pagan Picnic. Hello, this is Reverend Don Lewis coming to you from witchschool.com. Are you looking for the best in pagan and magical education? With more than 12,000 pages, witchschool.com is like having your own personal library with individual learning assistants to help you study. And Witch School's Anyone, Anytime, Anywhere education system is available any place on earth, anywhere you are and anytime you want it, as long as you have an internet connection. Witch School's lifetime memberships are a great value. They really do last a lifetime. They've been there for years and they'll be there for years to come. So get your membership today at witchschool.com.